Another potential hidden gem? What is going on, everyone? How are you all doing? This is Yix here, Magna Crypto, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, another request from a member in the private Telegram group. Link for that is in the description. The request was to cover a coin or project called Akash Network, and that is going to be the topic of this video. So we're going to delve through, unfortunately no TA, that's quite unfortunate because it is a new project, but we're going to delve into the whole project. Still not full deep dive in my opinion, more research needs to be done, but still, a decent amount has been uncovered. But I'm just very excited to share this. It was a great find from a member and it just looks like an exciting project. So before we get started, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. Also, if you are a beginner to crypto, I have made a course completely free, fantastic course, I must say. Great tools for the beginner to get started. Link for that is also in the description. Now, with that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. So let's just move this over to the corner. Firstly, let's have a quick look at the market. Just have a quick look at Bitcoin. It's broken through this resistance line at, what is it? Closed at 15.6. We've tapped 16k, the first time in a very, very long time. So that's very exciting. However, in my opinion, I think we may just turn around at this point because if you look on the weekly time frame, there's strong resistance at this level. So I think there may be a good chance that we'll turn around from this point and find new support potentially lower down at 12,500 or even 11,500. But let's see how that goes. Regardless of if we turn around or not, this is very, very bullish. This is what we've been waiting for a long time, anticipating this. So extremely bullish. I think we're going to hit 20k. It's not going to be too long until we hit that number and then beyond. It's just going to take a bit of time to consolidate, and then more money will start to come into the space, and then that highly anticipated bull run will be upon us. So hold tight. But let's get into this cryptocurrency, Akash Network. So what it is a decentralized cloud for DeFi, the world's first decentralized cloud computing marketplace. If anyone knows or has heard of Golem network, it's similar to that. Basically, it uses unutilized server space and processing powers in different areas. So if there's like a massive server base with tons of computing power that's not being used, with the use of Akash Network, you can basically leverage that unused processing power and give it to someone that needs it. Essentially, that's what it is. But let's go into it a bit further. So why Akash DeCloud? It's a faster, better, and lower cost cloud built for DeFi, decentralized projects, and high growth companies, providing unprecedented scale, flexibility, and price performance. 10 times lower in cost. Our serverless computing platform is compatible with all cloud providers and all applications that run in the cloud. So as you can see, it's a lot cheaper than the big three current cloud providers, Google Cloud, AWS, and Microsoft Azure. So 10 times cheaper than those, and this is mainly because there's no middleman. So let's go in a bit further. One thing that's always important, and that's what they've made sure to do, is for it to be human centric. So it's very easily integrated with your favorite tools, bringing your design and development teams closer together. Also in terms of deployment, very, very easily done. People don't want a complicated new crypto blockchain technology to use where they'll just get confused it'll take forever to get started. So I'm going to read a bit of the white paper in a second to explain more about what the project is about again, because this isn't a very clear description in my opinion. But before we get to that point, this is the part, I'll be very honest with you, that excited me more than anything else. And that's because it's very important to have good partners for the actual project to go far. Now, obviously a project can do well without partners, but you know, when there's notable partners, you know, that partner up with them, it shows an added level of verification from those partners, right? Obviously, some might just want to get paid, but also the other incentive is they would only partner up with a project that has a future, so to speak, that has strong fundamentals, that's going to do well, that's going to solve problems. So that's why it's very important to have good partners. So you can already see the likes of Coil, I've not heard of Packet, but Interledger, Solana, Cosmos, Tendermint. These two already gives you that kind of Ripple link connection, right? Interledger, which was created by Ripple. Coil, which is a company whose, I think the CTO was working at Ripple and started Coil, so it's about web monetization. Solana, a very strong project, we'll get into that in a minute, and this came from the founder of FTX exchange, a derivatives exchange, one of the strongest in the market, up and coming, or it's already gone, is one of the top 3. And then you've got all these other kind of venture capital firms and whatnot, but very, very strong partners, and again, that's very important. In my opinion, it's one of the most important things. And they've got this super mini powerful portable supercomputer, plug in easily and become a node for Akash Network. So I was looking at the white paper, let's have a little look at that. So Akash Network is a marketplace for cloud compute resource which is designed to reduce waste, thereby cutting costs for consumers and increasing revenue for providers. This paper covers the economics and it describes the economic incentive structure. So again, what they're essentially outlining is you have a provider over here which offers computing cycles, usually unused, on the Akash networks, and they earn a fee for their contributions. Providers are required to maintain a stake in AKT as collateral, proportional to the hourly. And you have tenants. Tenants are the ones who need the computing power, so they lease computing cycles offered by providers for a market-driven price, set using a reverse auction process. And then you have the Akash token, which is the token that's used for staking and to secure the network and normalize compute prices for the marketplace auction. So the amount of AKT staked towards a validated divines frequency. And you have delegators. Delegators are holders of the AKT and use some or all of their tokens to secure the Akash chain. In return, delegators earn proportion of the transaction fee as well as block rewards. So, you know, that already shows you the kind of incentive structure. But you can already, you now have a clearer picture as to what this project is about. It's using all the unused compute, power from different server bases and people's personal PCs, and it gives it to people that need it for various reasons. Again, and that's what it says in the overview. It's a secure, transparent, and decentralized cloud computing marketplace that connects those who need computing resources, clients, with those that have computing capacity to lease, providers. So Akash acts as a super cloud platform, providing a unified layer above all providers on the marketplace so as to present clients with a single cloud platform, regardless of which platform providers they may be using. And tenants use Akash because of its cost advantage, usability, flexibility to move between cloud providers, and the performance benefits of global deployments. So you can obviously, I'll put this in the description for you to peruse, but you can see the value in this project, you know. And it goes further. We'll read about how much unused computing power is left. I think it's like 8% or 70% of the actual computing powers in these massive server factories is unused. So all of that is being wasted, and with something with a network like Akash Network, all of that can be leveraged and used. All that value can be extracted and given to those that need it in a secure, decentralized fashion. So let's look at some of the token economics. Market cap at the moment is still very small, just shy of 10 million. 24-hour trading volume 406,000. Circulating supply 22 million, and total supply is 106 million. It's currently ranked 385th, and the exchange that it is currently being sold on is just one exchange. If it will come up, that's BitMax. It just did its IEO, I think it was in September or October, so it just literally came out. So in terms of early starters, obviously if it starts to catch demand, then it's going to see listings in the more established exchanges like Binance and who knows, maybe Coinbase, KuCoin, and all those different exchanges. And normally every time that happens, you get a massive price increase. So this is very early on. So looking at the blog, you know, the different announcements that they had. One that obviously stood out to me with my favorite picks is Akash plus Kava, because I've spoken about Kava many of times. So they announced an integration with Kava, the first cross-blockchain DeFi platform to enable Kava's stablecoin USDX as the first coin for fee settlement on Akash's DeCloud platform. The integration of Kava will also enable Akash token to be used as collateral for USDX loans. Obviously on Kava, you leverage your crypto, you use it as collateral to and you mint USDX, which you can use for various purposes. Now we have another use case for that, which is on the Akash network to pay for fees. Through the integration of Kava's USDX, Akash becomes the first decentralized cloud platform to have a stablecoin, allowing cloud providers to avoid the market volatility of crypto. So obviously crypto being very volatile, it's very important to solve that issue, especially for something like cloud computing, right? So very bullish to see that partnership from Kava's point of view and also Akash's point of view. Another one partnership that you might have noticed is with Solana. As I said, one of the seeds from FTX exchange from the founder. I think his name was Sam. This is one thing. Part of fundamental analysis, the research is, I did see this on their website. You see Solana and Coil and all these partners, but it's always important to verify them. So the fact that they have an announcement on their actual website is verification. It's very important. Some people might just say, we're partners with various big companies. However, it will just be like a small headline on their website rather than the website of the actual partner. So this is very encouraging to see. So this is actually very beneficial partnership for both parties. Solana is the most performant permissionless blockchain in the world. On current iterations of the Solana testnet, a network of 200 physically distinct nodes support a sustained throughput of more than 50,000 TPS when running with GPUs. These performance numbers are unheard of in crypto. By interoperating with Solana, Akash users will soon be able to run secure and scalable smart contracts on Solana's hyper-performance platform and pay using Akash token, whereas Solana's users will soon be able to run distributed applications and settle using Solana token. So, extremely beneficial for both parties. Additionally, Akash will provide first-class support for Solana's validators to run nodes in highly secure and scalable environments. Currently, so this is important, validators have little to no option other than to run their nodes on centralized cloud service providers like the big three. 60% of Ethereum nodes currently run on AWS and other centralized cloud service providers. This threatens decentralizations at the core, because obviously if all of them are running on those big three cloud providers can enforce, if they want, certain rules. Hence, as I said, it threatens the decentralizations at the core. 3 big companies is centralized. Validators have few alternatives, unfortunately, and are forced to make massive upfront investments in talent, service, and flexible scalability, or choose the big cloud. By leveraging Akash decentralized cloud, Solana's validators will no longer be required to do this, and they'll be able to stay decentralized. Very, very important. I wasn't able to find an article from the Coil website. I need to do a bit more digging to find that. Hopefully that it's out there. But Bank XRP, a very notable Twitter account that is all about XRP, did mention this, and there's a video here where the founder and CEO of Akash mentions ILP and the use of that. So you can have a look at that. So unfortunately, as I said, there's no TA. It just literally came out. It did its IO recently, so there's no data, I guess, to go by. It's not available on TradingView to do technical analysis. But what I am looking for, basically, in terms of TA is, so it just came out around this point, I think. Right, so 16 October is when the price data started. So at this point, obviously people who got in early would have sold either at this point or at this point, right? So that's normally when the early investors that want to cash out, they'll start cashing out. And so it looks like the bottom is around 34 cents. That's what I can see so far, and it's slowly building its base. Unfortunately, it just had a spike, so in terms of getting it extra early, would have missed out, but still very early on. And then the positive thing is, I think most of the early investors would have sold their, the ones that want to get out quick would have sold, I think, at this point. So I still want to do some more research personally, but if I am to add a small position to this, I'll probably start doing dollar cost averaging in case there's another huge dump. You don't want to be the person to carry the bags of those early investors. That's definitely not the person that you want to be. So the best thing to do is to just at dollar cost average. You can also see there's a clear resistance level at 40 cents. And it was dipped below that, and that's when it rocketed. So that'll be all for this video. Very, very interesting project, very exciting, great problem that it's solving. There's a lot of money in there. I think I saw numbers of around $20 billion network industry, sorry. So a lot of money in there, and it's also very good to see the partners that it has. For me, that's an important part. It kind of adds that level of verification that it is a strong project. But I'll be keeping my eye on this, and I'll keep you updated as to any new announcement that they come out with. Yeah, hope you got some value from that, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.